to discuss the challenges that America was facing throughout the period of time of the 1800s and all the wars that the new country was taking part in. One of the most prominent wars that America took part in during that period of time was the War of 1812. In the beginning of the 18th century, America still would have a lot of problems with the Great Britain. So the British Army would attack American ships and would make the sailors work for Great Britain. And from 1812 to 1815, the United States fought against the Great Britain. And this war was actually called the War of 1812. And here we have the illustration of how the British Army was attacking the Fort McHenry in Baltimore in Maryland on September 13, 1814. At the end of the war, the two countries actually decided to stop fighting. And this war was the first war where America would fight as the independent study against the outside enemy. The next war that we are going to talk about is the Mexican-American War. In the 1840s, the United States of America and Mexico could not agree regarding the land closer to the southern border. At that time, American President James Polk, he sent the U.S. soldiers to occupy the land closer to the western part, but the Mexicans attacked the U.S. soldiers. And at that point, the United States government announced officially a war against Mexico. So the war began in 1846 and it ended in 1848 when the two countries signed a treaty. And based on that treaty, the United States land was all the way to the Pacific Ocean. The next war is the Civil War, or in other words, the war inside the country. In 1861, 11 states in the South voted to separate from the United States. These states, they created their own country, which was called the Confederate States of America. And they didn't want to follow the rules that were made by the federal government and applied to the whole country. The North and the South had different economic systems. So the South agricultural economy depended on slave labor, where the North was more industrial. And a lot of people in the North didn't like the system that was used in the South, where it depended a lot on the slave labor. So the people in the North wanted to stop slavery. And therefore, the whole system of things like slavery, economic reasons, and states' rights were problems that led to civil war. So the Civil War was the war between North and the South, or the war between the states, was from 1861 to 1865, and during the long war, more than 3 million Americans fought on both sides, and somewhere around 600,000 people died. And right now, let's move to our civics test questions. Question number 1. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? And the answer is the Louisiana Territory. Question number 2. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. And again, here you can choose and pick one of the wars. It could be the War of 1812, Mexican-American War, Civil War, or Spanish-American War. Question number 3. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. And the answer, the Civil War or the war between the states. And question number 4. Name one problem that led to the Civil War. And again, you can choose and pick one of the problems. It could be slavery, economic reasons, or states' rights. Thank you so much for watching this video and see you soon on our channel. Bye.